Hi.
Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Johnny. Woo!
So I just wanted to...
A little tougher on this side of the camera.
Yes.
Woo!
So I just wanted to
Yes, brother.
have you share a little bit about your experience of the work that we all do.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe you can begin by sharing some of the results that you've gotten in your life out of this work.
The initial result that I got from working with Greg 10 years ago, I was on a tantra retreat down in Mexico, and with somebody else, with another facilitator, and Greg had a part in the middle of it where he taught us emotional clearing. And I had his work. I'll just say his work. I won't go into the detail of what emotional clearing is, but till that point, I had awakened every single day, sad, depressed, mindful of voices, and I just thought that was normal. And that sort of noise upon awakening every fucking day of my life sent me out into drugs and drinking and everything, you know, which I still do a little bit of, but it's much more empowered now. But what I found after that workshop is 1 hour of emotional clearing took away a lifetime of morning depression. So instead of being depressed every day, I emotionally cleared with intention and inner guidance, and that fucking depression was gone for the first time in my life. That was the very first, I'd done Osho's dynamic meditation before, but this was designed specifically by me for what I wanted and what I needed, not just some group clearing, group movement meditation for everybody. This was designed by me for me, taught to me by Greg, and that was a gift. Then I didn't know what to do. I was like, whoa. At that time, in the year 2000, I was obsessing deeply about music. I gotta get a fucking record contract. I gotta be a movie star. It was all about oh yeah, okay, I'm speaking too loud. They tell me I'm speaking too loud. Okay, I'll tone it down. And I wasn't getting anywhere. That whole, I wake up depression, I'm talented, but I'm a piece of shit, so what am I gonna do? So I get that hour of the morning, I'm like, wow. So after that, I put out my first DVD, wrote all the songs, hired all the musicians, and I wrote my first musical. It was done in the Fringe Festival in New York City, and that was the first result. There were many, many more. I don't know if I could go into them, but there are some more results, but that was the first one, 10 years ago. Just a crack in that train I was on. I didn't even know I was on a train that wasn't stopping. And now I do, these days I do an hour in the morning, and the depression still comes up, and I still clear it.
You can also share some of your more recent results. That was 10 years ago. What kind of results have you been getting in the last 6 months or a year? Okay,
I'll start with today. I have never felt or known or recognized love in my life. And I've had an intention to experience love, to feel it. Just the eternal, love. And 1 hour ago in our Ladihan, in this very room, I opened my eyes, and there was 6 members of our family here, and I looked around, and I loved them all. I just felt love for everybody. And I looked at one of the women who I've been banging heads with. I always bang heads with powerful women. I don't know why. Maybe because I want to be one, maybe? I don't know. I'm jealous. And I said, honey, I'm so sorry if I caused you any discomfort here, or you or your man. This is your home too. And I was like, because that kind of stuff, it comes from past life or from the way you're raised or church or society or something. it just kind of gets a grip on me, and I don't know where it comes from. You lift up the rock with this work by clearing. I go, what's going on? There's nothing under there. I was like, oh. And little by little, within the last 6 months, what's been happening to me is as we've been filming these testimonials, I've been thinking about, well, I don't really see results, but I always seem to be better. And I'm going to connect this up with the when 2000 when I got my musical, and I wrote my musical, and I did my CD, and I toured all over New York, well, the city, Lower East Side, Upper East Side, and that was a result of an obsession for something outside of myself to make me feel better. And I'd been obsessed for like 30 years with no results, trying to create art from a vacant, please like me place. And I'm an artist. Yeah, I'm cool, right? I'm a movie star. I'm in film. I could sing. But it wasn't coming from my core. So I just kind of like, I don't want to cover my face. It's too pretty. I'm sorry. So I just kind of, I moved out. My partner and I moved out of the city. We went upstate, and I just stopped working, and I thought I was failing. But I continued Greg's work. I said, what do I want? Well, I want to know God. I want to know my true self. I want love. But I wasn't doing any art, so I hated myself. Oh, you're not doing art. You're getting old, man. You're fucking boo, boo, boo. And I was pushing 50. And what I realize is happening, because with this work, you can get tangible things like money, power, sex, big houses and everything, or fame, or whatever you want. But I truly wanted to know love and spirit and the God word. And that's what I kept going to. And I was getting that, but I wasn't getting the art, because my real intention, my true intention, was to find love in God. So the work took me to that, and what I figured out it was doing was peeling off layers of karma, or old energies, or old tapes, or old bullshit that was in my head. And it leads me up to 6 months ago when I came here to Ashland to really focus on the work. And I realized that's what it was. And I got it. I found the love, and guess what? The art is coming back from a new, deeper place. It wasn't that I had to give it up. It's just that, oh, okay, God, if you want me to be a fucking carpenter, all right, send me to carpenter school. What do you want? Universe, show me. But Grace Record says, what do you want? So I want to know what I want and what the Spirit wants. And I feel that I'm a divine creature, so now I have it all. I found the love, and I found family, and my art's coming back. You helped me find film, and music's coming back organically, and we're all supporting each other in this family, and it just fucking rocks. So I kind of like put it all together there.
Beautiful. So can you share a little bit about your experience of Greg, both as a friend and a facilitator and
sure.
as a person?
Well, Greg, first of all, is a brother. He's like a cool brother, like a cool older brother, and he's more happy hanging out and being friendly, I think, than teacher. Or maybe it's equal for him. I don't know, but it's like he doesn't need the guru. He doesn't need to mac around. Yeah, I'm the daddy up here, man. Like you find a lot of that in a lot of New Age stuff. I mean, like, okay, people are bringing some kind of portion of joy, but they're the star too. Hey, did you feel good? I helped you do that. But he's to me, he's like a brother, and he's an amazing facilitator. He takes himself out of it, and he's present for what you need, exactly what you need. And he goes right there, and he doesn't do the same thing with everybody. He comes from a different angle depending on the energy that comes to you. And, I have authority figure fear, so it's hard for me to get next to him. Even though he comes up and gives me a big hug, hey, how you doing? I love you. And I run away. But it's intention in mind as I open, because basically the first line of defense for me is fear. So I get afraid of everything at first, give the fear permission, and then I just, But Greg, I love him. He's an amazing, amazing person.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Small boy. Small.
Now, you've probably done quite a bit of work.
Yeah.
I know you've been around for a while. You're very much into Course in Miracles and
Yep.
other things. So I was wondering if you could share a little bit about how this particular work is unique or different from the other stuff that's out there.
I got that one. I've been listening, so I haven't quite prepared. Greg's work is a boutique gourmet personally designed mechanism to get anything you want, based upon what you want and based upon what you want in any realm, in every shape of the world. And it's personal. It's a device whereby I can go inside to see what's blocking me from getting what I want and do it. I don't have to run up to Greg's house and praise him and and get on my knees and say, "Oh, Greg, help me." No, he teaches the device and facilitates it so that I can use this tool to go inside my psyche and my soul and my inner guidance and my Holy Spirit within me and find out what I want. Design, personal design. All the other work is kind of this cookie cutter. You fit you in there, okay? Well, yeah. Like, for instance, I read a ton of New Age books. And I said, oh, yeah, this is good. This is what I want. How the fuck do I do it? How do I do it? How do I get like that? Go to a workshop for 10,000 years? This one, it's a device I start using by myself immediately. One workshop, one seminar, and you're already into your own stuff. To me, I had to go get, it's coming together for me right now. Peeled the layers of karma off, becoming present. I've done Native American spirituality. I don't know, it didn't work for me. They kicked me out of Sweat Lodge because I was screaming too loud. I was like, ah! And they go, come on now. I go, it's just coming out. They go, you have to leave the Sweat Lodge. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. And I just never fit anywhere. And I went to this place called the Light Institute. It was way upper chakra. And I'm going, man, I feel like shit. I feel like, man, I want to drink a beer or something. And they're like, oh, no, don't pay attention to those lower chakras, man. I'm like, oh, really? All right. Well, believe me, different strokes work for different folks. Mechanisms work for you depending on where you are. But I think this is an astounding tool. Is there anything else? I did lots of stuff. Yoga sort of was okay. It made my body feel better. I felt a little fresher, nicer. But I needed to go in there and throw the muck around.
Okay, great, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? I know you've had friends. You've actually taken girlfriends to this course, and so I know that you've seen other people get results from this, as you have. Would you share a little bit about what you've seen happen for other people?
Sure. I would like to share what I believe this work does for people first, and then I have a few individual instances. Instances? Yes. I'd like to share. I believe this work is a suppressed dream releaser. I've seen people that, I lived in New York for a long time, the rat race. And either you got it or you don't. If you don't have this sort of obsessive kind of, even people with uber talent who didn't have the obsession. And if you had this dream and you just never believed you could do it, or you weren't the kind of person, the type A personality that could get success in the way that which the mechanism is set up to get it, then you're done. You're washed out. This work gives you a way to create your own road to what you want. If it's in the matrix world, as we call it, to get in that record company, to make that movie, to do whatever the hell you want to do. By saying, this is what I want. I want to be in movies, or I want to make movies, and what's present? Then you start clearing all the fear and anger and stuff comes over. So to me, I see it as a dream maker. The suppressed dreams and what you always wanted. And my friend, my dear friend Cindy, who's here, she's 50 years old, and she has a dream, but she doesn't know what it is. But she's about to awaken it. And it's so exciting to me. Like you're in school and you always wanted to be a dancer. You always wanted to do something, but you had to get the job because society told you had to get the job. You had to do this. Suddenly you're 35. You're going like, holy fuck! I always wanted to paint. Oh no, can't do that. You do this work. You have a device to get to your dream and to open it up and get it. And I turned 50 in about, oh no, sorry, I'm lying like a motherfucker. I turned 59. In a couple of days, and my dreams are coming true. I'm starting to make films and making music from a core love. I saw one person who was I don't know if she would admit to this, a lost college student, create in a couple years a lifestyle of her dreams. She became a master. 4 years, what'd you say she did it? Astounding. When I met her, I was a few years older than her at the time, but that's my story. She might tell you a different one. Okay. But how much time do we have left up there? Because I'm not done yet. All right, then that's it. So it's a dream maker. I've seen people have their dreams and get your dreams, even when whatever that is that says you can't.
Anything else to complete? Anything else you'd like to share?
Well,
is that it?
Yeah, I'm starting to have results right now. I experience love for I'm starting to experience the actual feeling of love. I'm starting to own my shit and telling myself, boy, I just fucked up. I just shit everywhere on the place, and I'm sorry. But it's like, in this community, there's no make wrong. That's the first rule. First rule, there are no rules. Second rule is there's no make wrongs of yourself or anybody else, and that works for me. So I can own my shit.
Beautiful.
We can leave that on own my shit.
All right, great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Buster.
Thank you, Johnny.